but it didn't come.
Before that, as a schoolboy and junior with the club. Scholes. In September. Behind him here is Wayne Rooney to take it first time. It's brilliantly taken by Rooney. It's been a flying start by both teams, but Manchester United have got the first goal.
You see, when I think of Titus Bramble, I forget the finish for now because it was sublime. I always think concentration levels sometimes he lacks them. Now when Ronnie Johnson gets thrown out, he must see Rooney come and he must react, but he doesn't. Not until it's too late. And I just think that's a little example defensively of what he gets wrong at times. But forget that, let's look at the ball and the finish, because they were just breathtaking. Superbly floated in, and such is the quality of the ball that he can concentrate on striking it immediately without control, and he didn't have to. I said big games, this is what he was bought for.
There may well be some space for Newcastle to show off their stronger suit, the ability to make chances. They haven't been putting them away themselves in the last couple of games. How Clivert is a bit slow getting up. He is up now, and Newcastle still have possession.
Yeah, he caught him, Roy Keane.
Rooney. And that's ambitious, but Cara slipped, so it's got to Ronaldo. Ronaldo's in here, and Given keeps it at 1-0.
Roll it across the 6-yard box, and Ruud van Nistelrooy's making it 2. Brilliant save, but having shaken off Titus Bramble.
He's limping quite obviously now.
I think that fall had something to do with it. Must have been it.
Rooney. That was the new Gary Neville. Ronaldo. Neville. And he wins the header against O'Brien. Ainset. Rooney again. And the flag has gone up against Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruising up alongside Patrick Kluivert, a little layoff, and he might have made some real progress. As it is, it's Andy O'Brien who only chests it down for Rooney's benefit. Pace, power. Rooney can be followed via the player cam, red button on the remote, but only if you're a Sky Digital. Power Paul Scholes, but maybe still think he was wearing a red shirt. It's looked up and gave it to Rooney by O'Brien. Kluivert to sort his feet out, but he's able to do that. Bernard. First and caught by Rooney, just ran out of room. Value, and Wayne Rooney.
I do not want this half-time whistle.
Scholes trying to sort it out against the pressure from Bramble. Rooney likewise, half a back pass again.
See, you don't want.
And Rooney, and certainly Newcastle do want to hear the half-time whistle because Wayne Rooney's on a run. That's the last act of an action-packed first half. Rooney with a star moment. A superb goal to end what by Manchester United standards was about 8 years ago. Manchester United were only 1 point away from where they are now. 1 point better off, in fact, after 12 games. But they'd lost 5-0 here. They'd been beaten 6-3 by a Southampton side managed by Graham Ferdinand. Spread or attempted to be spread by Rooney. It's cheeky back, trying to find Shearer's head, which he did. That's of an optimistic nature. Handball by Keane.
Didn't think there was anything in it. Not a claim.
On the edge of the area. And beaten to it at the near post. Rooney. Deceiving Benar. Being forced backwards, but it hasn't been given. With his hands to protect himself, but struck them. Lovely short pass from Rooney to Scholes. And here's Fletcher, who's made one. Really should have scored one.
I think that's the game.
So still going, not at full tilt, but seemingly wanting to come off. It's a piece of skill by Rooney. And we shouldn't be surprised. He's losing his strength.
He's got plenty of that, hasn't he?
Yep, there's meat on the bone.
The players, and there are plenty of them on the pitch in black and white who can just do something to turn the match in the way the boy and the ball did for Manchester United.
Rooney running at O'Brien. Yes, it's probably how Sir Alex Ferguson felt in Manchester United's last two Premiership games. We've got enough players to turn the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think when Grimson S looks at Bellamy, he looks at Clivert, Shearer, Genius.
Ronaldo made the run into the middle. Rooney coming from the opposite flank, eyeing up the angle. He's made it a better angle now.
Yeah, strangely, he never set himself properly. He looked to be stretching. Moved it well enough and wide enough to create the chance here. Takes his time, isn't fazed by it. Shifts it to open the angle up. But never really got to that to hit it. With regards to his selection. But there's no doubt about his popularity among the fans. Lovely reception.
Johnson going all the way with Van Nistelrooy. Rooney. Meanwhile, Ryan Giggs still chopping his boots. Then he thought Benar was fouled. Rooney. Just sat up as glorious power that has made him top of the shots in the Premiership since this new league came into being way back in 1992. Here goes Scholes though, and it's Rooney as he tries to assert the right of reply here. A stumble by O'Brien, and Scholes is there given.
He's given it. This is a massive decision, only because giving goes to ground to win that from Van Nistelrooy. But here's the earlier one, and I think Newcastle are saying that there's a free kick there, but he can see he slips. Andy O'Brien loses his footing. I still think this is a difficult one. It's an instant decision. Goalkeeper's plunging for the ball. Scholes brushes it away from him. United get the decision.
Well, isn't it amazing?
He's played that left winger second half. I mean, first half he got really involved. He wandered across the pitch, the width of it, got into the game, all sorts of areas. And whether that's been
into Shearer, Newcastle had the ball as it dropped. Brown just nicked it away from Dyer. How much had Newcastle been flattened by this? Certainly the spectators were a bit. Rooney keeping the ball cleverly. So much to his game.
And then keeping possession was actually something Manchester United didn't do that well at
1-0. It was always quick. Beautifully conceived ball from Rooney. And he finds Giggs. Teases Dyer. Squeezes on past Bramble. Comes out to Keane. That's just what you said, Andy. Maybe Ronaldo would have been there, but perhaps more likely that Smith would be. Rooney.
He's been a bit slippy in the second half of his passageway. There's so many great things, but just...
Scholes. Oh, Rooney can have a shot here.
Spinning all over the place, actually.
And Rooney can receive from him. Giggs. Found quite by Rooney in the end. Oh, and having spoken up for him, one thing he has got to sort out is this Clive at Bellamy.
Yes, absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you. Yes, I mean, it's one thing to have three good players.
Giggs. Coming away to Smith, he's made it his. Van Nistelrooy off the line. And Rooney. It's wrapped up for Manchester United.
Well, I said right at the beginning of the time there was a performance due from this young man, that these were the games he was bought to influence, to decide. Did it against Arsenal, and my goodness, he's done it today.
Well, Ruud van Nistelrooy wants to know whether this was his goal.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's over. It's a great goal line clearance from Titus Bramble, does brilliantly, but let me tell you, this is not an easy finish from Rooney. It sits up ahead of him. He's got to control it, and the measure of the boy's quality is he makes this look easy.
First celebration, number 3, and Rooney's second, and Shearer did equalise. And then Rooney played a ball in where Shay Given reached for some sorting out and signing to be done in the transfer window. And now Manchester United have a run of fixtures coming up in the Premiership to show that they can still be in contention. They're good enough today to, in the end, sign. Van Nistelrooy does it again at St James's Park. It's a happy ground for him.